Well, up me again for the well, maybe the final time. The final night. I thought as I'm just got back from the restaurant, I'll show you well part of this particular house. This is the lounge area, the place that I'm staying in, and up there is up. You go out there onto the patio as well. So not a bad little place at all. I think to bounce around in. It's got 3 bedrooms, couple of bathrooms, a kitchen, and me. And over in this corner, I don't think he's there tonight. There was a little gecko playing around over there yesterday. So I've come home and I've got can of the old Alhambra beer here, so which is my brew of choice, I think, for this particular area. And no, I'm not very far. I was drinking some yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever it was, in Granada itself. And as is, you usually do, you sort of reflect on these sort of holidays and how it's been and everything like that. And one thing that struck me actually thinking about all of this, because usually you come to the end of a holiday and God, I've got to go home, I've got to go back to work and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not sort of dreading it in any way at all. In some ways, I'm quite looking forward. That doesn't mean that I've not enjoyed it. I certainly have, and I quite happily stay here, even tonight, sort of wandering around, looking and thinking, this is the last time I'm going to see this for a while. I certainly intend to come back, one way or another. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's the French expression. I forgot what it is, but it's it au revoir or one of them. It means that it's not a final thing. You will be back. It's just a sort of a matter of time or something like that. Which I think is quite refreshing, because I remember in the past, excuse me, that as is traditional, you get towards the end of the holiday and you think, oh shit, I've got to go back home, and what have I got to face? There's all this sort of stuff, and I've got to go back to work, and all those emails and all those problems and all that sort of stuff. And I don't feel that. So yes, I've got to go back to work, but it's not the work that I used to go back to. I don't have to worry about it, but just turn up, do my stuff, and get the hell out of there. So the only time I wear a watch actually is when I'm at work, so I can make sure that I don't stay there a minute longer than I have to. That's mainly the reason. Apart from that, I never wear one. But I've got other things to sort of look forward to. I mean, I've got a new issue of the magazine, The Sting, has just come out. It didn't time this particularly well. I thought it'd be out a bit earlier than it was. So, but this particular holiday came. I wasn't intending to come away so soon after going to Seville. Actually, I was thinking, if I've got the chance, I may go away somewhere in September, and I was thinking about going somewhere else. But this particular opportunity came up for the reasons that I mentioned earlier on, and I didn't think I'd be able to go out in September after all, but for various reasons. As it's happened, September maybe might not have been such a bad idea. Who knows? I might better go somewhere in September. Yeah, it gets the old cogs working again. Not too bad going back, as I said. Things to look forward to. A couple of gigs this particular weekend that I've got coming up. Kika Peachy playing on the Friday, and there's another gig on a Saturday. And actually, while I've been here, I've been conversing, because I've managed to get free Wi-Fi. And the house doesn't have the internet connection, not as yet anyway. But I've managed to get free Wi-Fi in a particular bar, which is why I've been going to a particular bar that I have. As it happens, that particular bar is next door to the one that I've been using most of the time. But once I got the internet connection sorted and my phone recognised it, I could go to the one next door and grab it for free. That's what they do. Well, that's what I do anyway. And it makes you realise that you can actually do a lot of what I do. It's online, whether it's magazine stuff, editing, or just talking, answering emails and Facebook and the social media sort of stuff. Not great enough to upload videos and things like that, admittedly, but with a decent internet connection, you can do what they call the location independent thing, which I haven't really had a great deal of experience of, but you really, because you think, oh, that won't work, but, I've been using a phone. If I had a laptop or something, it'd be a great deal easier. And you could do that quite easily, and you think, oh well, maybe I could, split my time between two different places, as I said in the video before about you sort of fantasize about, oh, maybe I could move here and split my time, and then you actually realise that maybe that wouldn't be quite as hard as you think it would be, because it's not that far away from here, and the way that things are. And one thing I will say is that this place is particularly cheap. I've actually eaten out every single night, and that wasn't my intention when I came here, because it's got a decent kitchen and everything, and I was intending, although I'm on my own, I was intending to just sort of cook things or do things myself, not every night obviously, but a certain amount of the time. That's what I intended. I haven't done that at all. I've been eating out every night because, well, apart from where I've been going, has been very good. The food, the atmosphere, everything. but also it's been so cheap. I've actually ended up spending more money over the past few nights because I've sort of treated myself a bit, because I've realised that the money's going a lot further than I anticipated. So for a number of reasons, it's been pretty good. So yes, I should be coming back, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'd like to be out here. I wish I could go down to the beach today, or and all the other. I've got a beach to go to. It's, the sea isn't quite as warm as what it is here, I can say, and the beach probably isn't quite as uncrowded as it was this morning. So there you go. So that I may well post another video. I shall see tomorrow. But, I'm going to go down to the beach tomorrow morning, hopefully, because I've got a few hours before I have to catch the bus to Malaga, so and make the return journey. But I don't mind, and that makes quite a pleasant change, and that's something I know lots of other people don't have that sort of attitude, and for very good reasons. I used to be in that boat myself, believe me, and used to get towards the end. God, in the last few days of the holiday, you know that you're building up towards that going home thing, and then it ruins the end of the holiday. I haven't really had that thing. Yes, I know I'm going. In fact, I had to check my phone earlier. I had this thing in my head. It is Tuesday today, isn't it, Andy? As if it was Wednesday, I'd have had to have got a bit of a move on. So there you go. That shows how relaxed it has been, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to leave it for there and finish my beer, and I'm going to sit on the patio, I think, and watch the bats or whatever flying around, and maybe try and find that gecko again. Anyway, I'll speak to you maybe tomorrow. Adios.